You're not as pretty as Roxy.
I know. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Hunter Tuned. Today I am fixing an exhaust leak that's on my Integra. We put this car together in the driveway at the house, but I figured I wanted to bring it out to the shop and see exactly where this exhaust leak is coming from. Ever since I've had this car, it's always had like a pinhole exhaust leak somewhere all the time. But I have the piping completely sealed on this car. It doesn't leak anywhere on the exhaust piping. But I did find a leak on the manifold gasket that I'm going to show you quick. When we put this car together in the driveway, I ended up taking the old manifold, exhaust manifold gasket, and I just threw it back in. I probably should have replaced it when we were doing it in the driveway, but I figured I've reused exhaust manifold gaskets on Hondas numerous times and have not had issues, especially when I take red RTV silicone and I put it around the port, around each exhaust port on each side, just a thin layer on both sides of the old reused gasket, and I usually don't have issues. But I didn't do either of those. I didn't replace the gasket or RTV it. So we ended up getting a leak right here on this port where my finger is. So you can see that there's some black soot gathering up on the gasket. And if we go underneath the car, you can also see up in here.
I honestly don't know what I'm looking at. So.
Okay.
Okay.
So up in here where the manifold bolts to the cylinder head, you can also see that you can see where the exhaust was coming out of.
Oh.
You see that?
Yeah.
So it's just a telltale sign of, you know, if you're looking for an exhaust leak on your car, and they just personally drive me completely nuts. So exhaust leaks drive me completely insane. I don't care if it's a pinhole or a big old freaking rusted out muffler. They just drive me nuts. I like to have a completely sealed exhaust. Cars run better with a completely sealed exhaust, in my opinion, especially a turbo car. So this is especially important on a turbo car, because if you have any exhaust gas leaking before it gets to the turbocharger, you're losing horsepower and you are losing spool time as well. So I'm going to get this gasket replaced tomorrow. I'm going to come out here and get some parts, get a new gasket, and I'm also going to put a thin bead of RTV on the brand new gasket. Then we're going to put it in. Luckily, I could sneak the manifold back far enough where I could sneak the gasket out. It was pretty tough to just, I used a pry bar and I pried the manifold back just enough to sneak the gasket out of the top. So hopefully I can do the same when installing the new one, because I didn't want to take off the downpipe. I didn't want to disturb any of the existing exhaust that's on here, because nothing else is leaking right now. And a lot of times when you take it apart and put it back together, that's when you're going to have issues. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it, kind of thing.
There's a mesquite about to land on you.
In the process of doing all this exhaust work, I'm also going to do muffler delete on this car. I'm going to do a sound clip tomorrow when I come out here, when I get the manifold gasket fixed, and we're going to show you guys how the car sounds with this Skunk 2 Mega Power, I believe it is, muffler. This is a full 3-inch exhaust on a turbocharged K24 with the Sidewinder 1320 turbo manifold and a T4 6262 turbo. So we're going to show you how it sounds without the exhaust leak, because you guys already saw the street driving video. And then we will straight pipe it. All I'm going to do is cut the muffler pretty much right here, and I'm just going to take a piece of straight pipe and fit it up. So that's what my plan is tomorrow. We'll get this thing knocked out, fix the exhaust leaks, and then in the next video, we're probably going to be doing, we're going to be putting a boost controller on this car, and we're also going to be dyno tuning it and seeing how much power we can make with this little K24. So stay tuned. We'll check in with you guys tomorrow. Fucking mosquitoes are getting bad out here. It sucks because I've still been looking for a shop closer to home. What are you fucking laughing at?
Every time I step back, you step forward.
Yeah. Am I too close?
Yes.
I've still been looking for a shop closer to home because now I gotta drive 20 minutes or 30 minutes home, go back in the morning to the parts store, and then drive 30 minutes back out here, and then 30 minutes back home. It just is getting old. I'm really getting sick of driving out here, but it is what it is. At least I have a shop. I'm gonna try to just stay positive about it, but especially when there's shops literally right next to my house and across the street. It's annoying having to drive out here, but I don't think they want to rent to me. All right, see you tomorrow. All right, guys, it's the next day. We're back here working on the Integra. I went to O'Reilly's this morning, and they only had the
I'm sorry. You notice you do it or not?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay, sorry.
I think the biggest reason I come closer to the camera is because I feel like you can hear me better now.
Oh, okay.
You know, like if I'm talking right here versus if I'm talking right here, I don't know if it's any different. Because that was the same, this is still the same level of talking. I'm not raising my voice at all. I'm literally just coming in and out of the camera.
Okay.
So what do you think?
You're gonna have to let me know when you edit. Maybe there's the...
Okay, so anyways, went to the store. O'Reilly's only sells the composite style exhaust manifold gaskets that Felpro offers. They don't offer a multi-layer steel gasket like what is factory. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to reuse this gasket again, even though it was leaking, and I bought Ultra Copper Gasket Maker exhaust from Fleet Farm. So I'm gonna put this around each exhaust port on the outside of the gasket on both sides, and hopefully that'll seal up our leak. I don't use those composite gaskets because they blow out when you add back pressure to a system. They do not hold up at all. I've learned it with LS stuff, Honda stuff. They just don't work. So reusing this is a better option realistically. So that's what we're gonna do. I did take some brake cleaner on a rag and just wiping down the gasket the best I can. I could wait till tomorrow and go to the dealer and get a gasket, but I don't wanna wait. So impatience at its finest.
Yep.
So just cleaning the gasket up here. Trying to get all the burnt spots out. See, this is what sucks, is it was leaking in between the gasket. You see that?
Nope. I don't know what that means.
So you can see the soot right here.
Yeah. So you probably should wait to get a new one? Is that what that means?
Or I can break this apart and just use one layer of it.
Isn't there 2 layers for a reason?
I don't know. Or we could put copper goop inside of here too. So yeah, we're gonna get this thrown back in and then we're gonna see how it sounds. So I took a layer off so it can't leak in between the layers of the gasket anymore. And we're just gonna copper RTV it.
Working hard or hardly working? All that sweat says working hard.
What about this strip thread?
Oof.
Does that say working hard?
Is everyone in the YouTube community about to see a grumpy hunter?
Longer bolt, and hopefully it won't be stripped if I put a longer one in, and I'll catch good thread in the head. This fucker's junk.
What's happening?
What? What do you mean?
What's going on?
I just said that. What was going on?
Oh my gosh, it's really sassy. Is that why it's taking you 3 hours to do this?
Yeah. Stupid. Well, guys, after some cuss words and some yelling and a stripped out manifold hole.
Being very mean to your girlfriend.
I didn't mean to be mean to my fiance. But you know, that's how it is when you work on cars sometimes. You get frustrated, and sometimes you just have to scream the F word or like just roar to give you that strength to turn that cross-threaded bolt just another half turn. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I needed today. But there's no leaks. It's all fixed. So, as you can see, the muffler's vaping, and all the exhaust leaks are fixed. So if we crawl under the car.
Crawl under it?
We got nothing.
Oh no.
These are band clamps that I used in the driveway when we put this thing all together. There's not anything coming out of here. I wish I had some soapy water. Is that how people in Jersey say it? Soapy water?
I don't think
so. So band clamps are not leaking at all. And manifold is not leaking at all. You can hear my throw-up bearing though.
I don't know what I'm looking at.
You can see the orange goop. She's all fixed. No more leaks. So we're gonna put it back down on the ground. And sorry, after filming 700 videos by myself and now you're helping me all of a sudden, it takes a little getting used to. But we're ready to rip. So I'm gonna put the car back down on the ground and I'm gonna give it a couple of revs so you can hear what it sounds like with the Skunk 2 Mega Power muffler, and then we're gonna cut it off.
Hi. Hello. Oh, you're beautiful. Oh, we have to skedaddle. Come on. I probably should have cut it, huh? This is very anticlimactic.
Under the hood, I can't hear the leak anymore, so that's awesome.
Carbon monoxide.
You know, there's not as much in this than there is in your car. Actually, your car runs the 85 too, so.
Yeah, come at me.
All right, so I welded a piece of 3-inch pipe in place of the muffler. I think I'm gonna go to AutoZone and return some wire loom that I didn't use and some other stuff, and we'll put it towards an exhaust tip. We'll put a tip on it so it doesn't look all jagged and shit because I cut it with a die grinder. But we'll see how it sounds quick, as is, and then we'll put a tip on it. I'll weld the hangers on so it's mounted properly, and I think it'll be sweet.
I was doing a close-up on what it looked like. Why is it popping? That tune though, huh?
Alright guys, we just got back from AutoZone and I went and got a Pilot Motorsports. You've seen it, I'm gonna walk towards Pilot Motorsports, right here. Stainless steel exhaust pipe tip. So yeah, the inlet diameter was like right around 3-inch, which is the rest of the exhaust. And the outlet is an oval, which I think looks pretty good in the factory cutout on the rear bumper. So I just welded it in to the existing piping that was here. I had to cut it a little shorter, but now The exhaust tip is nice and flush with the bumper, and I feel like that oval fits pretty nice inside of the bumper. So don't rate my welds. They look like crap, but nobody's really gonna see it. If I care, I might have it you know, gone over with a different welder, I don't know. But it looks good. I really like it. I welded the hanger on, so this thing is, it's on there.
Were you gonna say pretty solid and then it was jiggling all over the place?
I mean, I can't really pull it down. Like, that's me pulling down on it. So, I could put another hanger, but I only have one welded on right now, but yeah. All right, we're gonna fire it up quick and get out of here because the mosquitoes are gonna kill us. It's ever so slightly crooked to the right.
Get away, Rex, come on. You have sensitive little baby ears. Is she a little squeaky?
Yeah, my serpentine belts wheel and the clutch, they're all bearing. It's a little crooked.
Come here, baby girl. Hey, Roxy Bubba. Come here, Roxy. Come here, look at your toy. Come on.
Alright guys, thanks for watching. Me deleting my muffler. I'll probably hang on to it in case I ever want to put it back on, but for now, I'm going to leave it straight piped. I kind of like it. I think it definitely is a little more, does it sound deeper or raspier? You don't know. Maybe we'll be able to tell on video, but she's a little rowdier. But it's still not super loud either. Like, it's loud behind the car, but it's not, I don't think it's really gonna drone a whole lot because there's still a resonator in the middle of the car. So, I don't know. I don't really do videos like this. Usually I just do stuff like this and I don't film it. So I figured I'd film this one for the hell of it. So yeah, that's gonna do it. Tomorrow I might come out here and put my boost controller on and my 4-bar map sensor and strap her down to the old rollers. So we'll see. Subscribe if you guys are new, like this video, share it with all your friends, tell them I'm an idiot, and have a great night, better tomorrow.